All right, guys, I want to welcome you to this Zoom, and the reason we call this the last day of the month, I thought you guys needed something to inspire you. This particular person, um, she's been with us a long time. She's extremely loyal, but she has this unparalleled story that I think everybody needs to hear. And last November, I had the privilege of flying over to Newark, New Jersey, and Carissa took me everywhere. We had a great meet. It was huge. We started on a Friday night and went through Saturday Impact, and we ended up over in New York at one of my new favorite restaurants. And through the years, I've learned to love this lady, and through the consistent effort, through all the struggle she's been through with family, with physical, I can relate to that. I just think you needed to hear it to give you a boost. If you think you're going through something, you're not the only one going through struggles, this, that, and the other. But when you make up your mind to persevere and carry it to the next level, nothing can hold you back except you. I know it's the last day of the month, but if you made up your mind to catch the next level and you do it tonight, you're going to have to do things that you've never done to go somewhere you've never been. And when you make up your mind, you're going to work like a millionaire. You're going to work like the next level. You're going to make up the mind to take ownership and control. When I think of that particular person, I think of Carissa. I had a chance to hang out with her kids, learn to love those children like they're mine, and related real well. Just had the best time ever over in Newark, New Jersey, and then we went everywhere after that. So, Carissa, I want you to come on and tell your story from the time you saw it works. I want you to tell your struggles. The video you did the other day was amazing. It impacted a lot of people, and I want you to come on and tell that story. And once we get this recorded, downloaded tonight, we're going to send it all over the world. So, Carissa, thank you for being on this Zoom tonight. Come on and let them have it.
All right. So thank you so much, first off, Rusty, for just reaching out, and then we set this right up so that we can. I mean, that's me. We do things right away. We don't have time to be scheduling stuff next week, next month. We'd be like, nope, tomorrow, okay, works for me. So we get it done. I've been with It Works. It'll be 9 years this February coming, so almost 9 years. I joined from someone texting me and telling me to listen to a call. Back then, it was conference calls. It wasn't nothing technology based like right now. So I listened to that call. I was in ecstatic by the way Melody went over the different products, how everything was a first to market product, how we're able to earn income, and the just the ease of it. To me, when she said you have to go diamond and you can earn this income, I realized, oh, this is something I can do. I had previous network marketing experience, but at the same time, I was not successful with it. I was able to make money on hand, but I was not able to grasp the residual income that I wanted to be able to grab from it, which is the reason that I actually joined network marketing to begin with. So, fast forward, my first month, I actually promoted to executive. My second month, or maybe third, I promoted to Ruby. I was able to earn my first month exactly what my goal was set out to do. I accomplished that my first month. I seen results my first month. I lost over 60 pounds in my first 6 months with joining. I was doing rap parties galore, 3 to 4 a week. Um, I'm a single mom of two boys. At that point in time, they were like 1 and 7 or something like that. Um, I was not for any reason taking anything that anyone said. I was not letting none of that in my ear. I already seen that this product was something that was first to market. I seen that it was something everybody wanted, and I utilized the fact of being able to tell everybody about it and having them tell friends and them tell friends. And at this point, it was basically only Facebook. And Facebook to me was still kind of like way out there. So it was more so everything local. And then from there, I moved on to events. I was able to go to my first event, which was conference the following year. I was a Ruby when I went. Well, barely. I don't think I was even maintaining Ruby, but I was the rank of Ruby. I left that event with a different mindset. I seen so many people there. Being a northerner, people walk up to you. We don't walk up to each other and say, "Hey," we don't do that. Everybody has a mean face. Everybody just keep walking by each other. That's just the way it is up here. And to come down there to Florida and to see everybody so excited, when you get off that plane, everybody had on green. It was over 10,000 people. It was the excitement, things like that I wasn't used to, and just was just a little taken back from it. But at the same time, it was a great energy, something I ain't feel before. And to feel that, and then on top of that, be able to see top leaders with the company. I remember clearly Tina having on this baseball jersey that we used to have. And I was like, she's a top income earner with a baseball jersey on. When I used to think that top income earners needed to be dressed in suits with business attire and shoes and stuff. And I'm a tomboy. That was not me. So it was a turnoff where that was something that I felt like if this position basically asked for that, that wasn't me. I couldn't do it. So to be able to have that feeling and have someone to be able to relate to, that just pushed me even further. And then they came out with some bonuses again that I missed the first time around. That just brought me to tears, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. I left conference at Emerald. The following month, no, I left conference that January. I promoted to Emerald. That March, I promoted to Diamond. That April, I promoted to Double Diamond. At that point, I'm still working a full-time job, over 50 hours a week, 40 hours a week, working, not loving it there at all anymore, because now I can see that I'm able to accomplish something way more than I put my eyes on. I can do this full time. I can actually be retired before the age of 30. I can actually be working for myself and not have to work for nobody else. This is all stuff that's now starting to look like reality to me. So I was able to do it in 2013, but I waited a whole year because I didn't want to at that point in time just go. You wanted to be able to put yourself in a great space to go. So why not pay off some more stuff? Why not put yourself positioned into a great place? So I stayed Double Diamond for an additional year. And at that point, that March came around in 2014. And my boss at that time, I had went to conference again. Now I'm at conference of Double Diamond, and I leave there and I'm miserable because now I got to go back to this job that I really don't want to be at. I don't know how to say I don't want to be here anymore because I love the people. I was a medical assistant. I love the people so much. But at the same time, I wanted to do this business full time. So we had a meeting. She said, it's not working. I said, and I had the biggest smile on my face because I needed somebody else to be able to tell me that they can see that I don't want to be here. And I said, you are so right. And I left there with the biggest smile March 12th, 2014, 2 days before my baby's birthday, before he turned 3. And my baby has never known me to work because he don't even remember that. So to be able to be doing this business on a full-time basis for the last almost 7 years coming up has been an amazing journey. I have been through so many different things. When Rusty came to visit me last winter, I was on crutches, but I was still getting around. I was not missing that event. I was not going to miss the fact of hanging out with him. I don't care how many pain medications I had to take to get out that house. I was taking them because I was not missing the fact of being able to maximize my time around an amazing leader that has been with this business for over 18 years and be able to grasp whatever that energy is that he has because I love his energy. So I'm going to be there. I have zero excuses to give for anything that I want to accomplish. So let's see, let's fast forward to 2015. I was able to promote to the rank of triple diamond. I earned another bonus on top of that. At this point, I had about, before getting to triple diamond, I had about 3 levels of leadership leave the business. I did not let that stop me first off from getting to my goal that I wanted to accomplish. If anything, that put me closer to where I was supposed to be eventually, actually originally, because Melody was the reason I joined. So to now be able to be open to even more sideline sisters, sideline brothers, and learn from more people, it opened me up even more to understand that there was more and more to this business. It allowed me to dream even bigger, to where now I'm at the point where I'm 37. I'm still a single mom of 2 boys by choice. And to be able to do this business from home while being a full-time caretaker to my dad, I think probably like a month or 2 after I last seen Rusty, my mom passed. And because of this business, I have the self-development to be able to understand that, things happen. You just have to know when, and I'm the type of person that, like I was telling them, I'm the type of person that put everything in a box. I learned that from a meeting that I've been to. certain people's personalities, they put things in a box and they take them out when they're ready and when they need to, or when they want to go in that box. I'm that type of person. So if something hits me, it really doesn't hit me as hard. It goes in that box, and when I'm ready to touch it, then it comes out. So to be able to have this year of 2020 hit us, where now I'm a full-time caretaker to my dad who has Alzheimer's dementia, where at any point in time he's ready to leave the house, where I have to have so many different things in place to be able to make sure that that doesn't happen, cameras and security stuff and all of that stuff in place. I have this business to be able to fund that stuff where I don't have to worry about coming out of pocket for anything. I just go right on my technology site and get everything I want. Y'all know who my technology site is, so I won't even say it. They don't get no promotion on here. But I go right on there and I get everything I need, and everything is set up for me, and it gives me that peace. And to be able to do that, and you know, have my dad at 75 years old, be able to not have to have no caretaker here, me not have to worry about that, me not having to pay someone to be here, because I found out what the prices is like for that, and I'm like, no, I can do this. I don't need to pay nobody to be here. Or my sister is a business partner now. My sister can be here, which she is. So I'm able to levitate. I'm able to use her to be here too. So to be able to just have a family with my brother as well as a 1099 business owner, I started that. Me being out there and being nosy and being in the business where I was like, well, what's that over there? What type of stuff is this? You know, I'm thinking growing up, I'm gonna be working till I'm like 80 years old, and then I'm gonna get a little social security check, and that's what I'm gonna live off of. But to know that there was more out there, there was actually a business where you can actually dictate your own life and somebody else is not doing it for you. I remember going to work for someone, well, as a medical assistant, and you have to do everything there. I remember pregnant shoveling snow and to do different things like that because you have to take care of the office. That stuff, I don't do that anymore. I don't want to have to put myself in those positions where I have to do what somebody else say. And to be able to every day wake up and be able to 100% be there to virtual schooling for my kids and my niece, to be able to make my own days each day. That all of that has been a journey where I can't believe I'm at this point right now, but I am so blessed to be able to be here and at the same point not be as stressed, not have anxiety, not have my hair falling out because I'm stressed out or any of that stuff. You know, to be at a point right now to have total peace is just something I never thought would be happening. And at 37, I'm glad it's here.
I can tell you one thing. The one thing that impresses me when Melody McFarland introduced me to Carissa is the proactive approach she has. I can call her, and in 10 minutes later, it's all done. There's absolutely no excuses. And she's got kids. She's got her. I was able to go to her home and meet her father, see her children when I was over in Newark last November, and meet all the other wonderful leaders that is there. Her cross-line sisters with Alonda Tate, her downline, that leadership is there, but they work together. But the one thing that stands out about Carissa is she's extremely proactive. I ain't gonna wait. There's no excuses that I've heard out of since 2014 that's ever come out of her mouth ever. And Chris, I just want you to know how much we appreciate that leadership. You're leading from the front. You lead by example. And every month you're knocking this thing in the head like it's your first month. And that's what it takes to go to that next level. And Melody McFarland's on here with us. You know, I can't say enough about her. Melody, you want to come on and say anything about Carissa and all the years we've
don't get
privileged to work with her?
Oh, guys, I didn't know you made it on too.
Yes, I just saw. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot. I got to get on there. But no, I don't know where I'd be without Carissa. You know, Carissa she is just a team player. She's a leader among leaders, but she's a team player, and she works her business, but she also works to help others in their business, and not even in her downline. I mean, they're not even in her business. She makes no money whatsoever off of the work she does to help this team. And so, I mean, I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful, so grateful for her as a part of the leadership of my team and as a friend. So, I mean, I'm just so proud of you, Carissa. Just so proud of you. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Well, I know we have other Zooms. It's a last night of the month, and we're finishing up extremely strong. Mel, Carissa, I've got people that was distributors and customers 5, 6, 8 years. They're calling. They're getting back in today for whatever reason. I want to tell you something. This is what I believe. The hand of God Almighty is on It Works Global. The hand of God Almighty is the people that have you pass the test, and here it comes. I've been doing this a very long time. Finish tonight like your house is on fire, your head is on fire, because in the morning you're gonna be glad you did. Things are gonna catch a whole new level, and when it catches a whole new level, you have to catch a whole new level for it to happen. And there's people this very second are waiting on you to show up. They're waiting on you to come into their life. And I had Ronnie Evans talked about, you pray for this and you pray for this and you pray for this. God, help me with my weight, help me with my finances. And God offers you the opportunity, but yet so many times we reject it, or we don't carry it to that next level. And so God right now is answering all your prayers, and the people you're calling and just waiting on you to show up, you're the prayer that they've been praying for to show up with an opportunity. One, it affects your health, it affects your finances, it affects your freedom, it affects everything. You know how I know? Well, I'm going on 19 years full time. Bill McFarland's the second oldest person in the deal, 16 years full time. Carissa, almost 10 years full time. We know this thing works if you work. So when you make up your mind that you're going to throw out all the excuses, you heard she was on crutches when I was over there. She takes care of her father with his Alzheimer's. She's got 2 kids. She's helping homeschool. She's doing the whole deal. And you know what? I called her in a moment's notice. She had the flyer put up. She had it done. She had it up in all the groups and done within 10 minutes. That's the kind of leader you're going to have to become to go to the next level. We call that the proactive approach. And if you don't take the proactive approach, you're going to always have a reactive approach. And then you're going to have an inactive approach, and you're going to blame everything in the world except what truly is holding you back. And that's that person that you look in the mirror and look at in the mirror every morning. And so I had a lady to tell me today, Mel and Carissa, she said, I'm not a salesperson. I said, but you're a consumer. Anytime you're a consumer, since the first time that baby's born, it's a consumer of something. And when you're a consumer, that means you're a salesperson, because you're out to purchase something and you're selling that person that you need. I need the milk, says the baby. I'm a consumer. When you turn on your lights, that's everything is a residual consumption. And you know what? When you make up your mind and you get your mind off the money and you're going to help that person go to the next level physically, the finances are always going to be there. I want to say this last thing, and I'm going to turn it back to Carissa. Don't let the blessing of God run by you. It's here. As things are coming together, and I know why, because it's all the years of consistency we put in. Now we've led up to the blessing. You know, we cannot have this blessing all by ourselves, folks. When Melody and Carissa and we have this big blessing for all the years we've put in, if you've been in 2 days or 2 years or 2 weeks or 2 months, you're going to get caught up in this blessing, and you're going to help us take us to the next level by what? By impacting other people's life and enriching their life, because you made a choice. You made a choice to get in the game. You're no longer a spectator. You got to get in the game. Now, it don't cut off till midnight. I promise you, you need 3 ways or whatever. I'm going to be at working with somebody. If I'm working for myself, I'm going to do it for somebody. So it's time to throw the excuses out the door, because I'm going to tell you, when my great-grandfather used to tell us, we lived on a farm. He said, when the sun is shining, it's time to make hay, because the rainy days will come. He said, but we make hay while the sun is shining. We don't have any excuses not to go get the job done. Carissa, what is your final points tonight on this great group of great leadership here on the last night of the month, and everything is just blowing up? What was the one tidbit of information you give them to send them right up to midnight working like you've never worked in your life?
First off, you need to have the mindset that midnight is already in like 15 minutes. You need to move with urgency, work with urgency. We have codes now where you're going to get 60% off when you get started. So you're reaching out to everybody to get started with you. I have a person that just joined me again that was with me back in almost the beginning when I joined this business. And so people are watching you. They're watching. So it's easy to just send that message out to people and say, hey, I know at one point in time you was interested. I have a code right now where I can get you started for 60% off, which is only 40 bucks. And on top of that, I can give you some sample packs that come with it. But with this BOGO deal, you can always upgrade. So this person that came in with me yesterday that already has a customer, she did a BOGO deal. So she was able to get a BOGO of wraps and get started for $99, which is the regular price. And plus, she has 2 bags of wraps and the sample packs. So you can always utilize the fact of using a BOGO as an upsell, and they can get started for the regular price. But on top of that, they'll now have even more products to be able to use. So that was her biggest deal. Her biggest deal was she wanted to get the wraps. Well, now you can. You can get 2 bags for $99, plus you'll get the regular sample pack also you were going to get. And she joined yesterday. She said, you know what? I'm not going to wait to the last minute. I'm going to join now. And she joined. And the first customer 30 minutes later. So urgency, utilize urgency, no procrastination, utilize urgency. And that's the best way to go because you want to make sure you reach out to as many people as possible. Deadline for me is 10 p.m. It ain't midnight. It's 10 p.m. for me because I know somebody will message me at 11:30. So 10 p.m. my deadline.
There you go. Well, you know what? Spoken like a true CEO. Spoken like a true woman has taken over the ownership of her life, and she will not what? She's not going to give her time and waste any more time. Carissa Fitzpatrick is investing her time. That's spoken like a true investment broker. I'm going to invest my time right up to the deadline because in the morning you're going to start out with the foundation you left tonight if you decide to go to sleep. But tomorrow it's going to be a new day, a new month. It's going to be the biggest month we've had all year coming, and it looks like this is going to be the biggest month we've had all year is what it's looking like. But you want to start on that note of being a proactive, being the boss of your life. Because if you ain't the boss of your life, somebody else is the boss of your life. This is the last thing I got to tell you. Quit wasting your time. Quit spending it. Start investing your time. You can't keep investing your time in penny stock people because they never get you a return. Invest your time on the people that's looking for you. And when you invest your time in those type of people, everybody gets a return. Guys, I love you. You matter to me. And then until tomorrow, make this the best end of the month you've ever had. Good night.